All right, so welcome to the vlog. This is the education portion. So one day a week is going to be dedicated to day in the life, which was kind of the vlog that I had before. I'm also going to have video mixes that I do that I post on YouTube with graphics and stuff like that. And this particular video is part of an education series, and I kind of like to think of it as kind of like an FAQ for the industry. I get asked often to coffee, to wine, to lunch, to give advice, to the phrase pick my brain. I'm not fond of that phrase, but whatever. And so I use, what I want to do with this video is basically take a lot of the questions that I get in those type of situations, some of the emails, some of the things I get like that, and use this as an opportunity to discuss, my philosophy on some of this stuff. Not that I'm always the right answer. It's just a number of years and a number of events. I've done 1,500 weddings, a bunch of corporate events. So I've been at this game for a really long time. So it just kind of puts me in a position where I can answer a lot of these type of questions. So I'm going to dig right in. And the thing that came up, and it came up for me personally, and it got my wheels turning, it just came up in a consultation that I just had probably an hour ago. The thing that I was asked, we had a great consultation, we really clicked. I'm going to book this event most likely. They wanted overnight to think about it, and I'm not pushy. I don't want them to feel any kind of pressure, because if there is a reservation, then I don't want to be that DJ for them. I want them to book me, out of a comfort level. So where I'm going with this is at the end of the consultation, they asked me, hey, give us a day or so to respond. We won't take a lot of time. We'll mull this over. But if somebody calls asking for that specific date, like let's say a wedding planner calls and they want that date, will you call us first and give us first right of refusal? Basically, will I hold the date for them? And there are many different philosophies on this concept, but my answer to that question is no, I don't hold dates. And that sounds like a harsh answer until you hear why. There's some give and take involved. So my rationale is that this is how I put food on my table. So if I have a wedding planner many of the wedding planners I work with have a very thorough understanding of the type of client that I like. I have the same sort of comfort level with certain venues, that when they say, Rod, you're really going to like this client, they're 9.5 out of 10 times dead on. Like, I know it. So I can't jeopardize losing client B because client A wasn't ready to pull the trigger. That's not fair. The phrase that I use is book me because you want to work with me, not because you're afraid of losing me. The exchange is, no, I won't hold the dates, but no, I'm not going to push you either. So I'm not going to be pushy about closing the date, but I'm also not going to be overly accommodating when it comes, if somebody else comes along for the date. So it allows me to put a little bit of pressure on without doing that. Now, I am 100% transparent. So the date that they were asking about at today's consultation is an event that is 13 and a half months away, and it's not on a Saturday, it's a Friday. So I will book the date somehow, some way, but the likelihood of a planner calling in the next 48 hours asking for that very specific Friday in June could happen, not as likely to happen. I already have one of my June Saturdays sold out, and I'm actually meeting next week with another one of my June Saturdays. But Fridays, they're not as high a demand day. They're pretty high demand, but not as high as Saturday. So it's a situation where I told them, I said, you probably have time, so I don't have to ratchet up the pressure. But the flip side is I'm not going to push you into the corner to make this decision. And I won't lie to you. I'm not going to call you up and say, hey, somebody's thinking about that day. What do you want to do? So I think what happens is there's a give and take on the respect level. And I also think that anybody who would have a problem with an answer like that is probably showing themselves as the type of client you may not be pleased to work with. I work with a personality type that is accommodating. In return, I give everything I've got. So there's a give and take. And if you're doing this right, and you do this long enough, you kind of get to handpick your own clients. And the joy of doing that is working with people that give you energy and give you strength. And when you come out of the events, you may be physically tired, but emotionally you're boosted, and it's such a good experience. And it ends up being a better product for the customer. So this is just another step in that process to kind of establish if they're a good fit or not for you. And again, I don't ever push. This happens very often. A lot of people will close on the spot, but I would say probably 30-35% don't close on the spot. So for those clients, I don't want anybody to feel pressure. So it was very positive meeting. Both spouses gave me a hug. That's probably a good sign. I don't make any assumptions, but we're probably going to be doing this event. And I can do that in such a way that they feel like the power to make that decision was in their hands in a non-pressured way. In return, I put the cards on the table, and so if that planner does call me in the morning before they call, and it's an amazing planner who I love working with, they're probably going to be upset, but they won't be as upset. So anyway, that's the first in our series of these videos. They'll probably be fairly quick like this. If you have any questions or anything like that, shoot me an email. I'm at rod@dfwparties.com. I'll probably have a dedicated email address in the coming weeks, but that's my main email address. So go ahead and email me there if you have any questions. I have probably 10 or 12 questions at the ready to do more of these videos, but I wanted to get rolling with these things and get going. So subscribe to the page. I'm putting out a lot more content now, and the day in the life are actually going to be better, what are called longer form videos, but they're going to be a little bit more, reality showish in that they are real, but we're going to have a little more fun. We're going to be talking to industry professionals. There will be some of the same day in the life that I had before. Good stuff. And so you can kind of pick and choose which one of the videos you want to see, but we'll have good stuff. Also the video mixes, I'm going to have all kinds of different mixes so that you can just listen to them. Different stuff. If you have requests on that, feel free to chime in on that. So subscribe to the page, keep in touch, and we will talk to you soon. Thank you. All right, hey Facebook, how's it going? My name is Rod. I am a DJ with DFW Parties, and I have a vlog, and I am cranking out a lot of content right now. And this video right here is going to be part of my education. It's sort of what I like to consider an FAQ. So click the link below, and we're going to click you over, and we're going to have a video on answering the question, do you hold dates? Click below. Hey LinkedIn, my name is Rod Baker. I am a DJ. I'm the owner of a company called DFW Parties. And I'm a DJ in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, and I like to talk about things involving marketing, promotions. I have a background working for ad agencies and media outlets. I am a full-time DJ, and I have a very thriving wedding business, and I would love to tell you about some of that. So click the link below. I actually have a brand new video, marketing video. Check it out, and we'll get started with the process. Hey Instagram, my name is Rod Baker. I am a DJ in the Dallas-Fort Worth market, and I want to talk to you a little bit about marketing today. My goal is to share my knowledge. I'm an industry veteran. I've been doing this for a long time. I've done over 1,500 weddings and a countless number of corporate events, and I'm starting a new video vlog that has day in the life, but also this particular series is going to be educational. We're going to talk about marketing specifics. So stay on board and we'll watch this episode of the vlog.